Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel for another pick a card reading. This reading is going to be what is blocking you, what is keeping you from getting to where you want to be. So we have 3 piles here. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. As always, check the description box for your timestamp for your reading, and I will see you guys there. Hello group number 1, hello soulmates, welcome back to my channel. This is your reading. What is blocking you? What is keeping you from progressing, okay? What blockages are we finding or are we seeing within you guys? How can we change the situation you're in? What action can we take, okay? So we have card number 33, which is a master number here, and I'm just gonna take the book here. So this is Oracle of Visions, the card that I am using here, and this is an interesting deck because the cards really don't have names, but they do have meanings, and it's up to you to interpret through the visuals, the imagery of the card. Okay, I just skipped it. So I just want to read what the book says to you guys. A ballerina casts a golden line and lure with which to capture a desired goal or item. The process is calm and planned, the pace leisurely. There is no rush nor looming deadline. She will know when the right time has come and the moment is appropriate. A kingfisher, a harbinger of tranquility, accompanies her, and together they will wait. Despite the desire for results, some occasions or decisions simply should not be rushed. We should approach either with caution or restraint, waiting for the opportune moment. We must also be wary of being too indulgent and devoting too much time waiting for some imagined perfect moment, person, or thing. Worthy opportunities may be lost if they are overlooked in anticipation of some intangible better option to arrive. Wow, so this fits in right with your reading, you guys in group number 1, because really, really it's talking about how, we're talking about what is keeping you stuck, what is keeping you waiting, and part of it is that you've been fishing, I don't know if you can see that, but you've been fishing for a long time and the fish aren't taking the bait. In other words, whatever you're doing hasn't been working, or you reached a dead end, or you just have to do something to really shake things up, because it seems to me like you've been doing the same strategy or following the same path as what other people expect you to follow, and it's really not getting anywhere for you. Now, I just want to draw an angel card for you. Yeah, here we have intuition. Yes, so, and I mean, just look at this beautiful artwork. Let me just show you guys this beautiful artwork. Beautiful angel just chilling there, hanging out. Yeah, it's what I get from this is like a lack of action for you guys. But we are going to dive deeper. We are going to look at tarot cards and see what they say. However, right now the general consensus is there's been a lack of action. It's almost as if you've been doing the same thing and expecting a different result, and it's just not working for you anymore. So your first card in tarot is the 7 of Swords. That's a beautiful card. That's my favorite card in this deck. I mean, just look at him. Look at him. He looks epic. So you have, I believe that is Aquarius energy, though I could be wrong. No, I do think that is Aquarius energy. And notice the artwork, how he's like carrying the swords. He's sneaking out with these swords. He's in a palace. There's also moon energy here. Again, that message of intuition coming in. And so what I get from this is that you've been waiting for a long time. You've kind of been waiting for the perfect moment. and it's like universe is just saying follow your intuition, but there's also like this energy of like you can skip ahead, you know? You're not as far behind as you think. You're not as far back as you think you are. Yeah, here we have the Four of Cups. So we have some earth energy there as well as Scorpio energy. Again, some more water energy. You know, we're looking at the moon here and we're looking here as well. There's water here. Again, water signs typically are referencing your intuition, your subconscious mind, uh, all of that stuff, your feelings. And so with this Four of Cups, though, we see him as a child and him as an adult, and it's like you've been doing a lot of reflecting on your past and the decisions that you made and what has led up to this moment and how and why you're here at this present day. But what spirit is telling me is that it really doesn't matter now. You got to look past that. You know, you had, as you can see, there are cups all over here. This is actually Six of Cups, I apologize. But there are six cups here, and as you can see, there were all these different choices that you could have chosen, that you could have gone through, and basically you did what you did. It's done. There really is no going back now, and yeah, you can look back to reflect and see if there's anything there you can learn, but really there's really no point in spending time and reflecting and looking back. And it seems to me like you keep looking back at what you've done and, well, this is what happened when I did this, or this is what happened when I did that, or when I went with these people, or when I went to this place, or when I took this person's advice. And it's like you have to just stop. You have to just follow your intuition here. You have to follow your heart. And it almost seems like with this Seven of Swords, it really feels like you guys know what you want to do. And it's kind of like because you know he's sneaking throughout the castle here in the artwork, so it's kind of like already it's time. You know, it's time. Like, just make your run for it is what I get from this. Three of Cups. What I see with this, and again we have Cancer energy here. And I believe this is... Oh, is that Mercury? I believe that's Mercury. What I see is... Normally this would be in a... Three of Cups would be like a celebration of sorts, that you are celebrating, you are being festive. But what I see with this is that there's a bit of almost like you've been wearing a mask. You haven't been showing your true self. You've been playing a role. Now that I think about it, the Seven of Swords, it's like you're sneaking. It's like you're sneaking around. You're not showing your true self, and like all this emotional baggage is just piling up. These swords here. It's like you're not choosing to be who you want to be, who you really are. You're not showing the world your truthful self. Yeah, here we have the Nine of Coins. And there's also a dove here. Now, when we see doves, that could be symbolic of a twin flame connection. It could be symbolic of marriage. I'm not going to elaborate on this because unless Spirit wants me to elaborate on it, or unless I draw the Two of Cups, then I will elaborate on it. But really, what I can say here is that there's been sort of like this, it's almost like you've, and I don't mean this in any negative way, but it seems to me that you've been showing yourself as somebody who is wealthy, or you're very concerned with appearing that way. It seems to me like you've also been consumed with your work. You've been consumed with your work, with your finances, with your money. It could also be that you've had issues in a relationship. Again, unless I get the Two of Cups, I don't see myself really discussing the relationship aspect of this, but I can't ignore the doves here because that does symbolize, doves get into a lifelong relationship unless, of course, their spouse is killed or eaten by a predator. They get into a lifelong relationship, and this symbolizes twin flame connection, marriage, commitment, okay? That's what this symbolizes here. Now, with you guys, it seems to me that you've been wanting to put up this image, or you've been consumed with how much money you have, and for some of you, part of what has been keeping you held back is the lack of money that you have. You feel that you do not have simply enough money. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. The 6 of coins. You have 6 of coins here, 9 of coins. Let's keep drawing. Temperance. Okay. Again, you have moon energy here. Virgo, Sagittarius. There's a lot of energy here. 9 of Wands. And Page of Cups. Yeah, there's overall what I see here is that you okay, with this top row, mainly what I see is you sort of hiding yourself, you not being the true you not showing up as, this person. You not showing up as this divine light being, and you've sort of been sneaking around. You've been worried about things that happened in the past, even though there were multiple pathways there, and you're grown now. It really doesn't matter. And you've been wearing this mask here. You've also been consumed with wealth, with how much money you have. You've been very concerned about that. You've been sort of waiting for the right opportunity when you have the right amount of money. With the 6 of coins, it seems to me like there are people around you that want to keep you around because they see, so for some of you, because this is a general reading, it's not going to apply to all of you, but for some of you, you do have a lot of wealth, you have accumulated wealth, and so there are people around you that are, they want you around so that they have you as a lifeline, basically. And it seems to me like with this Page of Cups here, there's an issue with boundaries. You have been really playing this role, and it's not true to you. It's not who you are. You've been hiding your true self, and that is what is holding you back. With that Temperance card, it seems to me like you are getting dragged into drama, especially with this 9 of Wands. This is all about victory over a fight, over conflict, and the energy that I get here is like you want to do this, what you really want to do, and it's also like you kind of want to get back at these people. You're kind of ready to like break free from these people, and you're at this place because you have Sagittarius here in a row. You have the moon 3 times. It's almost like you're starting to realize that you would much rather be the real you. And then this Page of Cups, this is like you're just beginning to become emotionally aware of the situation and what has been going on and how you've been coming off and how others have been treating you as an individual. So my final thoughts on this is that you really have to, and then this is going to take time because it seems to me like this started when you were a child, that you were expected to be a certain way and you were expected to show up to the world a certain way, you were expected to present yourself a certain way, and now this is carried on to your adulthood. You've been wearing a mask. There are issues with money. You're either too consumed with your work or you feel that you don't have enough money the people around you, they want your money, they want to keep you around as a lifeline, and you might disagree with this, but you'd honestly be surprised who is watching. You know, family, I know people say family comes first, but sometimes they're not good for you. In this situation, I feel like the people closest to you, uh, you know, because you have the Taurus energy there, and so these are relationships that are grounded, that have, you know, this is not a new relationship. This is something that has had a foundation, has had years to, you know, years to progress and grow into a relationship. So you know these people very well, and these people are watching you. They are watching, they see your wealth, or they think you are wealthy even if you aren't, and you know, you have on occasion lent them money, or you have lent them uh pretty much yourself. You know, you have shielded your true self, and in return you have lent them a piece of your soul. You know, you hid yourself away and you lent them a piece of your soul, and you only have so much here before you become burnt out. And that's why I see this Temperance card. This is why I see this you know, Nine of Wands here, because there's, you know, and these are both Sagittarius energy. There's a real sense of subconscious conflict within you. Like you're starting to turn the wheels. You're just beginning to realize, hey, you know what, I would be much happier being myself and being true to me, because then that opens the doorway. You know, that brings me joy and fulfillment, and it puts me in my truth. It puts me in the place that I know I am meant to be. I mean, just look at him. He has all this gold. He has flowers. He's beautiful, and he's really in his power, and that's where you want to be. And so that is your reading, group number 1. What advice I could give you is to really start being true to you. Start being true to yourself. Slowly peel away the mask. Stop looking in the past at your stuff. Stop trying to, you know, sneak around and be someone that you really aren't. In your heart and in your soul, you know who you are. And this last card here does insinuate that you are headed in the right direction. You are becoming emotionally clear and aware of what is going on around you and what you really need to do. So that is your reading, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your pick a card reading. What is blocking you? What is holding you back? What is keeping you stagnant? You guys chose card number 3. This card has been coming out a lot, but I have the booklet here, Oracle of Visions, and I'm just gonna read what it says, because these cards really don't have names. It's up to you to interpret the meaning of the cards behind the imagery. You use the imagery to determine what universe is trying to tell you. But I'm just going to read from the booklet here, and then we're going to draw an angel card and some tarot cards for you guys. So it says, our dreams provide us with an alternate reality. Limitless and unfettered, we are free to soar with angels or sink to the depths of demons, to imagine, to create, to escape the norm, to wonder and ask what if, and to awaken, refresh, and question why not. A jester rests atop a magical box prop, her costume a nightcap and slippers. It is a time now for rest and escape. Around her float magical dream catcher nets, which capture her drifting elusive imagination. Climbing up the adjacent pole are a variety of creatures, each symbolically associated with dreams in different cultures. Be wary of dreams and interpreting them falsely. They may be true visions or merely mirages of the truth that will send us further from reality. Okay. So, the first thing that I get is, you know, being held back is, for many of you, I feel you haven't been dreaming big. You've been sort of playing it safe. It's almost like you're bored. Like you're bored of the routine and the situation that you. Yeah, here we go. Here's your angel card. Visualization. Um, and I feel a lot of earth energy here. What I get is a real sense of like you wanted adventure. You want some excitement in your life, and you feel you've been in this routine. Um, Also, we have, if you see the animals here, the frog, we have the grasshopper, we have the butterfly. So that's three animals that can take flight, that can go and explore whenever they choose. Also, you have the bird there. He just blends right into that blanket, but it's almost like universe is saying to you that it's really up to you. You know, and then you have your angel here saying visualization. Visualize your dream life. Visualize an adventure for you, because you seem bored. You seem uninspired. Um yeah, Ten of Swords. So we have Gemini energy there. We also have the sun energy there, and it's so funny we got the sun. So yeah, here we go. Universe really wants you to dream big. Big, big, big. Okay. Page of Swords. There's an issue here with boundaries, I feel like. Four of Cups. Yeah. Okay. Ten of Coins. Three of Swords. Death. And group 1 got this. The Six of Cups. Let me just push this up. This is a strong it's a very, I don't want to use the word hopeless, but that's it's what I see here is that it's been an emotionally rough journey for you guys. What I see, especially with this Ten of Swords, then you have the Three of Swords directly under. You also have the Page of Swords. A lot of sword energy. There's been a lot of conflict here. As you can see, she is crying. There's been a lot of conflict, and you really have been reflecting, just like those in group number 1. You've been reflecting a lot on your past. As you can see, this is him as a kid, this is him as an adult. These are all the decisions he could have made. You also have a lot of sun energy here. What I see is that you really want to be creative. Like I said, it seems to me that you guys are simply bored of your life. You're uninspired. It's almost like you've been contemplating if life is worth even living. You've been thinking about death a lot, and part of that is that you've been lacking in the finances to do what you really want. You've been lacking, a lot of you. You feel that you are lacking in your finances, and Four of Cups, you've been focusing a lot on what you lack in your life. You've been focusing on this, and it's like you feel that your cup is empty. So what I see here is a lot of emotional turmoil with this Ten of Swords, and it's almost like you kind of become cold, like you've sort of closed yourself off, and it's been emotionally turbulent for you. It has taken its toll on you. You feel like you've lost your spark. Like you have the sun here, but then you have death. Like you've lost your spark, you've lost your shine, your inspiration. you've gone through something, some hardship, and you've really been reflecting on your past, and the issue is that you are just going around in a circle, just, well, if I had done things this way, or if I had gone with those people instead, or if I had reacted to this situation this way. And it's like it's time to move on from this. It's time to let that go, because it's not getting you to where you want to be. It's not getting you to the next step. With the sun there, it's like, and visualization from your angel, it's like, dream big, dream bigger. And it's almost, what I get is like, move to another country, move somewhere where it is affordable, where you can live peacefully. And I know so many of you are gonna say, well, my family and my job, but you have to start looking at the trade-offs. You're suffering emotionally. You're really, this is not love. What you're doing right now is not an act of self-love. You always need to prioritize yourself first. You need to make sure that your emotional health is good, your physical health, and your mental health is all good, cleared, your financial health as well. And a lot of you are not in that place. You really feel like you've been in the grave, like you're a corpse, almost like a zombie. Like, you don't feel alive in this life, in this reality. And so get inspirational. I know that may be very, very hard, but get inspirational. Visualize, what would you want to do with your life? What would you do if you could do anything in your life? What would it be? Take that time out to dream. Don't take time to focus on what you don't have. Because the law of attraction and law of manifestation, you're focusing on what you lack, is just creating more of a situation where you lack. Visualize the highest opportunity. Visualize the greatest timeline for yourself. Visualize yourself abundant. Because it's funny how this card is underneath this card. Visualize. It's almost like universe is saying you can visualize and manifest and attract an optimal outcome where you are abundant and you do have money and you can pursue your dreams, your desires. You can go on an adventure. All that dreaming that you've been doing, instead of dreaming, it becomes a reality. So that is your reading, you guys, in group number 2. Visualize, get a journal, start writing what you dream of, write down places that you want to visit. Really look at all the opportunities that you have to earn money, excuse me. Where can you work? Can you start a business online? Can you sell stuff online? What can you do? How can you get to this place eventually that you are dreaming about, that you've been thinking about? How can you get to this place? Is money really the issue? That's another thing that you need to ask yourself. Is money really holding you back? So that is your reading, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. What is holding you back? What is keeping you from getting to where you want to be? Because we gotta get this shit going. It's time for us to get going, okay? So we have, well, you guys chose card number 12, and this is one of my favorite cards in this deck. It is beautiful. It is from the Oracle of Visions. So if you guys are interested, you can get it on Amazon. But I'm just going to read what it says for the booklet. So, wonder of creation, protection, destiny, A guardian angel is witness to the birth of the one whose life he will oversee. He is in awe of wonder of creation and its significance. Cradling a mystical incubator in which this new life is enclosed, he understands its fragility. As he is now, so will he remain throughout, offering help and support, yet knowing the limitations of his influence. Fate and destiny will play their part. The chakras and astrological zodiacs orbit the central sphere, suggesting the role they will play in this future life. But this wondrous mechanism is also man-made. A grand part of how this life will be lived and what it will achieve will not be predetermined by fate alone, but by free will and choice. So what I get from here, and what your guardian angel is trying to tell you, is that you have free will and that you have choice and that you can choose at any moment to leave the situation that you currently find yourself in. You don't have to stay. You can find a solution to this. You can find a way to remove yourself from the situation and to just honor yourself and honor your intuition. And it's so funny, you have a cherubim here. Treat yourself. Treat yourself is what the universe is saying. Yeah, you want to live, you want to travel, you want to explore, you want to go places, you want to live your life on your terms. You don't want to listen to anybody else or take orders. Here we go, your tarot card, the Fool. Yeah, you just want to have fun. You just want to have fun. You're tired of this serious life. You're tired of how you're tired of the structure of the society and how there's all these expectations of how you need to be and how you need to live and who you need to be, and you're ready to be like a child, to explore the world with wonder, and again, you have the Fool here. You're ready to go on an adventure. You're ready. You are ready. Eight of Wands, yeah. You're ready to take off. You're ready to get going. You've been ready. But why have you been holding back? The Moon. It's possible you are not following your intuition. It's very possible you are not following your intuition. You're not looking at your subconscious mind, or you're looking at it and you are doubting yourself. You think that this is just a fantasy. This is not this is not real life. This is not feasible in real life. It's not possible. And you're sort of just like, yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm just gonna stay here at my job or in my situation and hopefully win the lottery or something, and then I can make my move. And it's like, no, you can take off, you can go. Palace of Cups. This is, and with the Moon, there's a lot of blue here too. There's a lot of water energy. Let's keep going. You're standing in your own way. Eight of Swords. Tree of Life. Nice. Four of Swords, excuse me. And Justice. So a lot of air energy there with the Libra. You have Gemini here. Sagittarius. What I see here is I'm debating on whether or not you guys should watch group number one's video, because it's almost similar, but it's like you really have just been in this place of self-sabotage with this Eight of Swords here and this Palace of Cups and Moon. It's been an emotional journey for you. It's been emotional. You've gone through a lot. And you've really gotten to this place of like where you've almost become your own worst enemy. It's almost like you're hiding who you really are. Like you're not showing the world who you really are, and it's like you're trying to keep this facade, but it's almost over. You're you're about to be forced out of this situation. It feels like for you guys, that's the difference between you guys and group number one. It really feels like you guys are about to be forced out of your situation. Like you haven't been making moves, and you feel that you have been held back, but really it's about to be go time with this Fool card here and this Eight of Wands. It's about to be go time because you have this Justice card here. And the only way I can interpret this is that it's about to be it's about to turn in your favor. There's about to be a balance. There is about to be equality. Like you've suffered enough. It's now time for you to enjoy. It's now time for you to progress. It's time for you to live in prosperity and live in abundance and really enjoy your life. Again, Tree of Life, that's all about manifestation, and each node represents something that you are trying to manifest. It also manifests a different step in your spiritual journey. With this Four of Swords, it's all about your healing, protection, meditation, boundaries. Your card is your spread is so spiritual and so intuition based and subconscious based and spiritually based that I feel like you guys are light workers, that you guys are like the gods, the goddesses, the chosen ones. Because it feels to me that you are a master manifester. You have that Tree of Life card there. And it also feels with that Moon card that you are naturally an empath, an intuitive empath. Palace of Cups, you're very in tune with your emotions, but also with the emotions of other people around you. So what I get from this, and what I think is holding you guys back, is you yourself, and how you've almost been living this false life and really, trying to protect this image of your false self. But unfortunately for you guys, or fortunately, depending on how you view it, it's all about to change for you. Because even if you want to hold back, universe is no longer giving you a choice. Eventually, something happens here, and you are forced out of your situation. You are forced. You have no other choice but to remove yourself from the situation, whatever it may be. It's a general reading, so I can't pinpoint it exactly, but you are going to be forced to leave, to go after what you truly want, because you're not going to have anything to turn back to. So that is your reading, group number 3. Good luck to you guys. Don't say I didn't warn you when everything comes crashing down, because that's normally how these things happen. Universe is kind of like, alrighty, time to let go of it all, and you just gotta roll with it. You just gotta look at the Fool here. He's standing on that ball, and he's just going after what he wants. He's just ready to explore and go on an adventure. And that's how you guys are going to have to do it. You're going to have to just roll with it. And, oh well, it's done. Eventually you were going to have to make a decision if you wanted to stay or not. And universe just, he just chops it right off. He just, alrighty, yeah, it's done, and you've suffered enough, and now it's time for you to have justice. Now it's time for you to enjoy. It needs to be balanced. You've already suffered enough. Now we need joy from you. We need you to live in bliss. So that is your reading, group number 3. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.